Now we're being told the next IG report is going to be really smoking, and I'm sure it will be. But if you think they won't prosecute, if they won't prosecute Comey on this, that they will make a more complex prosecutorial case related to FISA-gate fraud that we've known about, by the way, for 2 years, you're whistling past the graveyard. If I were the president, I'd sue Comey. I'd sue the whole lot of them. And the lawyers out there, you can think of claims the president could bring. Justice Department is going to do the job. And I think Barr, every time he says something publicly, I think what he says usually is pretty straightforward and on mark and on point, especially on this Russiagate thing. I do not understand his decision-making here. I disagree with it, and he should reconsider his decision. The Attorney General of the United States should reconsider his decision to allow James Comey to violate the law with impunity. Violate the rights of the president, impair the functionings of government, destroy the reputation of the FBI. What does this tell everyone else who works in government, who is supposed to protect classified and sensitive information? A, it suggests you might get away with misconduct, or B, it suggests that unless you're connected, you will get away with misconduct. And this shows you that, I know I'm expressing frustration, but this is why we do the work we do at Judicial Watch. Because the Justice Department has been out to lunch on these major corruption issues for a generation. A generation. And Barr is a good man, but I think he fails to appreciate the ethical destruction of the Justice Department that has occurred over the decades. The FBI? Who's the FBI director? Quick, you probably don't know. It's Christopher Wray. You might as well have Comey running the FBI for all of Wray's insistence on cover-up, excuse-making, and placing the interests of the FBI above the interests of the American people. But thank God for Judicial Watch, because we're getting documents out on Comey's misconduct. We got the FISA warrant documents out. We got the documents showing that the FBI was corruptly working with Christopher Steele and the Clinton spies. We got the information out showing the FBI was coordinating with the Clinton lawyers on both her emails and Russiagate. Top lawyers for the FBI working with top lawyers for Hillary Clinton on emails and Russiagate. Can you believe it? We're suing in court time and time again to get the information. We just got the big Bruce Orr 302s. Bruce Orr, the senior Justice Department official, working with the FBI to get his wife's Nellie's dossier garbage into the Justice Department files. This is the garbage that they confronted the president-elect with, President Trump. Judicial Watch exposed it through litigation, not by a voluntary disclosure through the office. We don't know anything that the OIG has. There are a few documents he attached. Judicial Watch is the only one getting the information now. We're in crisis. I love Judicial Watch, but it's crazy that we're the only ones doing it. It's absolutely insane. So when I get excited, I'm excited because I'm worried about the country. I'm worried about our government. The president suffered a coup attack, which I believe is continuing through the harassment on Capitol Hill. where they are trying to rehash the abusive Mueller investigation with probably nearly 100 subpoenas, distracting the president or attempting to distract the president. It's the next phase of the coup. And as far as I'm concerned, there's virtually no one in government, with all due respect to everyone out there, who wants to do something significant about it. But the president obviously is his own best advocate in this regard, but he's a lonely man in the administration in terms of his concern about the audacity and criminality of the coup. He uses strong words like treason. I suggest seditious conspiracy. I think treason may fit as well. Does anyone in the Justice Department think that like that? I don't know. They've got evidence of a criminal seditious conspiracy here, and they decline prosecution. And I will be pleasantly surprised in a dramatic way if there are prosecutions related to the FISA-gate fraud or anything else.